feel your question to my core, right? This is bigger than any of us can handle, manage, solve. But this is what I know for sure. Helping one child matters. Helping 10 children, 50 children, 100 children, 1,000 children, that's a drop in the bucket. And that matters. Those 100 children, those 30 children, that matters. So my message, if you take nothing else from today, right? Awareness, this is real, not a theory. Action, what can I do to be part of the solution? If all you can do, this is what I tell people often. Statistically, it's something like 1 in 5 kids. Now, statistics aren't really accurate, but let's just go with that, okay? If it's 1 in 5 kids, could you pick 5 children in your life, whether or not they're related to you? These could be your kids and your nephews. Could you pick 5 children and promise that you will be that safe adult for them and ensure that it will not be them? If all of us in this room did that, we could change that statistic. If everyone in America did that, we could change that statistic. If they won't, I'm talking about our federal government, since they won't, then we must. And we will. We have the option to change this within our lifetime. We have the option to tip this scale. Will it ever be completely defeated or ended? No. Can you actually destroy evil? No. But you can overpower it. Let me teach you a little secret. This is I like to oversimplify things with metaphors, right? I see a lot of, I'm not talking about this room. I'm talking about in life when I come across these big, strong, tough men that are like, oh my God, I can't believe you do that. I'm gonna be so scared. I'd be so scared. What if they come after me? They're saying that to my face, right? So here's the thing. I see a lot of grown-ass adults that are standing in the corner being scared of the dark that children are being tormented by. And here's the thing, y'all. Kids can be scared of the dark. We don't get to. We get to turn on the lights. We get to overpower darkness with light. Let me teach you a secret about darkness. Darkness is simply the absence of light. You can create an environment where darkness can thrive, and right now it is thriving. But you let any speck of light in, and guess what? That darkness has no power. Let us not be afraid of the unknown. Let us not be like, oh no, how dark is the darkness? Light a match in the darkest room and you will change the dynamic of that room. You will overpower that darkness with that little light. Darkness cannot touch that light. That fire, that light evaporates darkness. If you think of it like a pie chart, right now we have overwhelming darkness. This is the worst form of evil. It's also the most cowardly form of evil. Let me tell you another secret about darkness. Evil people are weak, pathetic cowards. 100% of people that would abuse a child are weak, pathetic cowards. I know everyone wants to think like, oh no, big scary traffickers. 100% of people who would abuse a child. I'm not talking about discipline and raising your voice or losing your temper. I'm talking about abusing a child. 100% of those people are weak, pathetic cowards. You will never see a strong man or woman abusing a child. Therefore, these weak, pathetic cowards, we don't get to stand in the corner and be scared of them. We get to ignite people. We get to overpower that darkness because you can, because we must. What is our excuse to let this continue existing for generations to come? Making a difference for 1 child, for 5 children, for 10 children matters. If all of us, we the people, could not only prioritize that, but also stop making excuses for our elected officials who won't even make sounds with their mouth, we could change this dynamic, at least in our country. Look, there's a lot of bad things happening all over the world. All of us can acknowledge that. I've seen a lot of bad things overseas. None of us should be okay with what's happening within our borders, mostly because we have the ability to control it. We live in a free country. We fund our government. They work for us. How dare we blame them? Chew on that. I'm not saying they're not guilty. I'm saying how dare we dismiss the responsibility onto these weak, pathetic cowards. They made this problem. Are we expecting them to fix it? Earlier I was talking about there's no federal agency, and let's be real. If there was a federal agency, do we think they'd be effective or just launder a bunch of money? No. So even if they would pretend to care, would they actually? No. And that's why I'm doing this. Not because it should be me, not because it's the funnest thing I can think of, not because I have nothing else to do with my life, but because I've seen too much, I know too much, and I can't not do something. Now, I've worked with other organizations that raise awareness and talk about the problem, and I do believe in the power of awareness, and I've demonstrated that, especially if awareness propels action. But I couldn't just talk about it, I had to actually do something about it.